expect much when you hear the words pickup truck camper. You imagine something boxy, awkward, maybe uncomfortable. But then you see this, and suddenly, your idea of what a camper can be completely rewritten. This is the Toyota Tacoma Tacozilla camper, and I'll be honest, this isn't just a vehicle review. This feels more like a conversation about how travel should feel. Before we go any further, if you enjoy vehicles that actually make sense, not flashy for attention, but smart, comfortable, and built to last, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into why this camper quietly became one of the most loved builds Toyota has ever revealed. From the very first glance, Tacozilla doesn't try to intimidate you. It doesn't scream extreme overlanding or luxury mansion on wheels. Instead, it feels familiar, comfortable, almost welcoming. The rounded shape immediately throws you back to classic Toyota campers from decades ago, but this time, everything feels intentional. The curves aren't just nostalgic. They make the camper look lighter, calmer, and more approachable. There are no harsh angles, no oversized accessories bolted on just to look tough. It's smooth, balanced, and honestly, peaceful. And that's important, because psychologically, this camper isn't designed to impress strangers. It's designed to make you feel at home. The two-tone color scheme adds to that feeling. Warm beige, mixed with soft off-white tones, makes it feel more like a cozy cabin than a machine. Even parked next to massive RVs, Tacozilla doesn't look small. It looks confident. Walking around it, everything feels well thought out. The camper body sits perfectly on the Tacoma platform. Not too tall, not too wide. It doesn't overhang awkwardly. It doesn't feel like a camper was slapped onto a truck as an afterthought. This feels factory-born. You've got clean LED lighting, flush-mounted storage compartments, a neatly placed ladder for roof access, and an electric awning that instantly turns any campsite into a shaded outdoor living room. The entry steps are sturdy and centered, making getting in and out feel natural, even after a long day of driving. And speaking of driving, that's where Tacozilla quietly separates itself from almost everything else in this space. Because underneath all of this is a Toyota Tacoma. And that matters more than people realize. You're not climbing into a bus. You're not learning a whole new driving experience. You're stepping into something familiar. Inside the driver's cabin, it's classic Tacoma. Comfortable seats, simple controls, physical buttons you don't have to fight with, and a layout that feels intuitive within seconds. There's nothing intimidating here. If you've ever driven a pickup, you already know how to drive this camper. That alone removes one of the biggest fears people have about RVs, feeling overwhelmed. Under the hood, Tacozilla uses the Tacoma's trusted V6 engine. No wild numbers, no unnecessary complexity. Just reliable, smooth power that works whether you're cruising highways or climbing mountain roads. It's paired with Toyota's proven transmission, delivering confident acceleration without ever feeling stressed. And performance-wise, this setup is perfect for what this camper is meant to do. It's not about racing, it's about consistency. The suspension handles the extra weight beautifully, the ground clearance remains practical, and the overall balance keeps the camper feeling stable. Even on uneven terrain, you don't feel top-heavy. You don't feel nervous in corners. This is the kind of vehicle you can drive all day without feeling exhausted. Now, let's talk about where Tacozilla truly wins hearts. The interior. The moment you step inside, there's an immediate sense of calm. No clutter, no wasted space, no RV chaos. Everything follows a simple rule. If it's here, it has a purpose. The kitchen is compact but incredibly functional. You've got a clean induction cooktop, a deep sink, solid countertops, and beautifully finished cabinetry that doesn't feel cheap or flimsy. Soft close drawers, warm lighting, and smart storage placements make it feel like a real kitchen. not a temporary setup. You can actually imagine cooking here. Not just reheating food, but preparing meals, morning coffee, evening dinners, quiet moments. Across from the kitchen, the dinette area instantly becomes your everyday space. It's where you eat, work, relax, and plan your next stop. The seating is comfortable, the table feels solid, and large windows flood the space with natural light. During the day, it feels open. At night, the warm LEDs make it feel intimate and cozy. And then there's the bed, positioned above the cab, just like classic campers, but executed perfectly. Climbing up, you're greeted with a surprisingly spacious sleeping area. A proper mattress, soft finishes, and that forward-facing window that lets you wake up to mountains, forests, or desert skies. Sleeping elevated adds a sense of security and airflow, making nights feel cooler and more peaceful. This is the kind of bed you look forward to after a long drive. Now, something most campers struggle with: the bathroom. Tacozilla handles it beautifully. It's a full wet bath, but it doesn't feel cramped. You've got a clean shower setup, a modern toilet, a residential-style sink, and smart lighting that makes the space feel brighter and larger than it actually is. Everything is easy to clean, easy to use, and designed for real living, not just occasional use. The materials throughout the interior deserve real praise. Nothing rattles. Nothing feels temporary. The wood finishes, the fabrics, the panel fitment. This feels like something built to last years, not seasons. And that brings us to build quality. This is where Toyota's philosophy shines. Tacozilla isn't overloaded with tech for marketing purposes. There's no massive screen screaming for attention. Instead, you get quality craftsmanship, durable components, and a layout designed to age gracefully. It's the kind of camper that will still feel good 10 years from now. Now, pricing. Toyota hasn't positioned Tacozilla as a mass-market product. But if this were to reach production, it would likely land well below luxury RVs while offering far more livability than basic truck campers. Considering the Tacoma platform, the build quality, and the features packed inside, the value proposition is incredibly strong. You're not paying for flash. You're paying for trust. And that's really what Tacozilla represents. This camper isn't about escaping life. It's about living it more intentionally. It's for people who want to slow down, who value reliability over hype, who want freedom without stress. Tacozilla feels like the camper you choose when you've watched all the flashy builds and realized what you actually want is comfort, balance, and peace. And that's why this design resonated so deeply with people around the world. So if you had the chance, would you take this on a cross-country road trip? Or park it somewhere quiet and call it home for a while? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this kind of deep, honest vehicle breakdown, subscribe for more reviews that go beyond specs and actually talk about how these vehicles make you feel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.